Manchester United get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Played out towards the right wing. Looking to play him in. Gerrard promptly onto that, and that is that. Belletti. Totti. It's Belletti. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looks a good ball through. Gerrard has it out wide and in space. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
A decent chance! And it's hoisted clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, what? Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! River Plate! And it's River Plate who go in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Totti opts for safety.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nemecha. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gerrard. Van Basten. Oh, that is a good ball to fight. And a chance! And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
River Plate are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's for Marlon. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, well played.
River Plate clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Gerrard. Oh, good spread. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nemecha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gerrard conjures time and space where few can. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Totti has found the net here, of course. Stood up well to him there. Tchouaméni. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Chiellini. And it's Messi. Gattuso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tchouaméni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Rui Costa. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nemecha.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Se le solicita amablemente ponerse en contacto con miembros del personal.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Van Basten. Rui Costa. Aims beyond the defence. Van Basten is on it. Tries a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And yes, it's him again. He's gone for goal! What a hit. The save was firm.
Manchester United are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Belletti.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Great vision. Rui Costa is in a really good position out wide. Nemecha. And it's Tchouaméni. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. River Plate are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Belletti. Chiellini. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Chiellini. They want to be quick to recover this. Look, and the shot! Another special Neymar moment! About as smooth as it gets. They're back within reach! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
12.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
24. Número 15. Número 13.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Scholes. Yeah. It's Belletti. Chiellini chooses to go cross-field. Bout of passing here, really easy on the arm. And the finish! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
River Plate blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Chance, surely! Goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Messi looking to get on the end of this. Cleared away. River Plate have reclaimed it. That's really nicely played. It's a goal kick. Zola. And here's Vieri. Solar. Zola showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great ball if he can get there. Caught offside that time. Nemecha. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Maldini looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And he's worked it through. That's going to go a long way. Played into the middle. Cleared without hesitation.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? Thinks about the shot. And he shoots! Oh, crossbar! And that's gone loose. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. What are you making of this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all... Pele! Vermaelen clears it away. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. That has ended up in no man's land. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Barella. Tchouaméni. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Look at the space, and Sola! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
DiMarco might just make this. Calhanoglu still goalless at the moment. Zola. Zielinski was in no mood for any of that. Looking to play him in. That is lovely. Sola! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's got away. Decent chance! Martinez. Now it's Pele. And it's DiMarco. And Akanji. Good effort from distance. Alexander-Arnold. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's picked his way through. It's run loose here. It's a quick ball upfield. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Neymar. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
DiMarco, chance to deliver, climbs up big! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Inter Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And here's Neymar. Now there's... And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. So, what can they make of this? Nicely weighted ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Neymar. Pele. Barella wins the duel this time. Zielinski. Rudiger gets a foot in here. Thinks one through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Goes for a shot! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Any thoughts on the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again. Tchouameni. And it's Neymar. Great skill, that's nice. DiMarco. That's a good run down the left. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nemecha puts his foot on the gas. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Out to the left it goes. Pele. Rudiger. Zola. Pele. Zola. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Dumfries, Acerbi, and it's Zielinski. Dumfries, Now Martinez. And it's Barella. Zola.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Such good technique.
Vermaelen did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Alexander-Arnold. DiMarco concedes a free kick for that. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. Neymar. Can he get it through?
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Well, that's a little loose. Zola. Out of play for a goal kick.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Vermaelen. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Zola looking to get on the end of this. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Akanji. And it's Barella. Oh no, he's got that wrong. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Chouameni. Zola. To Vermaelen. Zola. Dumfries takes control of it and he's on the move. Not much subtlety about that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That'll be a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. Short changes him with that pass. And it's DiMarco. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chouameni. Neymar, given the lift of his goal. Nemecha. Manchester United. He's had a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Chouameni. Vermaelen. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Nemecha. Zola. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that has left him in a heap. Pele. Now it's Neymar.
Oh, really well played.
Nemecha. Nicely shaped ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester United really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
An audacious attempt! And he skips past his man, and he's running through. Oh, look at the space here. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Tonali does really well to win the ball there, and he welcomes it in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Zola. Nemecha. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And this is Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Yamal. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's intervened well there. Looking for the run. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He has found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to pass it through. Drives it in. Cleared away. And now they can clear their lines. Cash wins the duel this time. Cash tries making a foray down the right. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. No, that's been intercepted. Ball's played through. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Oh, that is a nice touch. Rudiger can get it clear. Milan have their second corner now. De Bruyne plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zola. Looking for options for movement. Pinches it off him.
Milan really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, good taking of Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Neymar. Driving forward. He's found a way through. Neymar stood his ground strongly. And a chance! And he's there to belt it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Zola running with the ball. That's a little off target. Nemecha. Pele. Oh, just skips past his man. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Have beautifully policed that midfield, the opposition.
Real chance! It's their second corner of the game. Donnarumma claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Nicely weighted ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries to play it through. Nemecha. And here's Zola. Yamal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get it through? Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Chouameni. Pele. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Manchester United ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And he shoots! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And that could set him on his way. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Tries a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Defending was strong and firm. Can he get on the end of this? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yamal, he's on it. Can he get away? Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a promising position. Oh, chance, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Vermaelen. Zola is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, this looks sharp. Picked out brilliantly. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Nemecha playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Clipped into space, and he was quick to react. And it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Love shot at goal! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And this is Neymar. Look at the space here. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neymar, first quarter of an hour gone. Shot could be on. And this is Pele. Could move up a gear here. Fernandes looking to penetrate opposition lines.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Saliba. Fernandes. And it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get free. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Surely now! And now a sudden chance to counter. Rudiger. Zola. Now this could be a chance. Oh, just skips past his man. Out of play for a throw. And this is Zola. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he's running through. Camavinga. And he's there to clear it. And it's Fernandes. Looking for the run. Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's in a great position here. Zola. Tchouaméni. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Here's Tchouaméni. Neymar. Now it's Tchouaméni. Zola. And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so...
And that's it. That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition, and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Davis has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Sola! It's bounced back off the post. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, nicely intercepted. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Neymar. Rashford. And it's De Jong. Not the most accurate pass. Quarter of an hour played. Pedri. Now it's Dani Olmo. Great defending, strong and determined. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Nemecha powering forward here. Zola. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Neymar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Manchester United finding their passes. That's a good ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Chooses to go cross-field. Liverpool looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
He's had it taken off him. Zola takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Played into space out wide. Yamal picks it up out wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Vermaelen. Decent progress down the left. Nemecha. Davis. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nemecha. Chouameni. Well, that looks a good ball through. Nemecha does really well to win the ball there. And it's for Marlon. Now that's well seen too. De Jong. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chouameni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Alexander-Arnold. Nemecha. And that interception was most necessary. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Hello
No
everybody,
goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to...
Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Sends it crossfield. Pinches it off him. Chouameni does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? Yamal. And Dani Olmo. Can he latch on to this? Yamal receives it in a wide position. Czech claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Solar. Now there's a fine ball. An uncompromising challenge. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And this is Solar! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking. Liverpool can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Rashford. Number 6, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 7, Dani Olmo. Number 21, Yamal. Coming on the field,
Davis.
Number 22, Luis
Well into the
Diaz.
second half, and still
Number
there's
15,
nothing between them.
Raphael Leao. Number
Are certainly
14,
playing with an intense
Rafinha.
focus in executing their plan here.
Mohamed Salah.
Pele, there he goes, and the shot! It's in! First blood drawn! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Played out towards the right wing.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Vermaelen is always looking to break lines. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Neymar.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafinha! And he's found the net! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Liverpool grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, needless to...
And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
5 minutes left on the clock. Vermaelen gets across to intercept that.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
It's Pele! It's fallen kindly here. He's scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Manchester United could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Short changes him with that pass. Pedri! It's off target and by quite a way. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And that's it. Manchester United can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly...